Tonight I want to speak to you, not as a man to an audience, but as the being you truly are, God imagining. You see, the world does not teach you who you are. It teaches you to seek, to strive, to earn. But I am here to remind you, you already are. You are the operant power. There is no other creator in your world but you. Now let us begin, as I always do, with Scripture. For the Bible is not history. It is your story. In the Gospel of John we read, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." Now that word logos is imagination. And the imagination is not a vague faculty. It is the very essence of reality. You imagine a thing, and if you persist in the assumption that it is so, the world will conform itself to that assumption. This is the law of consciousness. Creation is finished. You are not here to create anything. You are here to select from the infinite states already existing and occupy the state of your wish fulfilled. Let me be very clear. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are conscious of being. If you desire wealth, you must not pray for it as though you lack it. You must assume the state of one who already has it. Let the poor man say, "I am rich." Let the sick say, "I am well." Let the lonely say, "I am loved." Why? Because I am is God's name. You cannot say, "I am," and not create. So be careful what you say after those words, for they are seed. You may say, "Well, I had imagined, and nothing changed." But did you remain in the state? Did you assume it with faith and persistence? It is not enough to imagine once and return to doubt. To imagine a thing is to claim it in the invisible and to persist in that claim until it becomes visible. Now listen carefully. Faith is loyalty to the unseen reality. Do not concern yourself with the how. That is not your work. Your only task is to occupy the state, to dwell in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Do not look outside to confirm it. That world is dead. The living word is within. And when the assumption is sustained, without effort, without strain, but with feeling and conviction, the outer must mirror the inner. It is law. The secret is to live in the end. Ask yourself, if it were true, if it were really true right now, that I am the one I wish to be, what would I feel? What would I say to myself? What would my friends say to me? Take that feeling. Let it clothe you like a garment. Wear it day and night, and the world will reflect it as surely as a mirror reflects your face. You may say, "But I am too weak, too late, too old." Rubbish. You are not a body. You are not a name. You are imagination. You are awareness. This is the divine body that dies and rises. This is the Christ in you. And when you awaken to it, when you dare to believe in it, you will see the world melt before your eyes and reform in the image of your assumption. Let me share a story. A woman once came to me, desperate for reconciliation with her husband. He had left her, no communication for months. I said to her, do not dwell on what is, dwell on what you desire. Imagine he is with you now. Feel his presence beside you in bed. Hear his voice calling you beloved. Sleep in that state. She did. Night after night, she imagined he had returned. She walked through her days with a quiet joy, knowing in the unseen he was already home. And one morning she awoke to a knock at the door. There he was, humble, weeping, returned, and her world had changed. What did she do? She changed her concept of self. She no longer identified with the abandoned. She identified with the loved, and so she became it. You see, we are told in Corinthians, we are transformed into his likeness from one degree of glory to another, from state to state. There is no final state. Creation is infinite. But each time you occupy a new state, your world reshapes itself. So I ask you tonight, what state are you occupying? What is your self-concept? If you do not like your world, you must not fight the shadows. You must turn inward. Change your assumption. Dare to believe it is already so. And if you do, you will find that even the most stubborn facts will bend and rearrange themselves to make your vision come to pass. Now let us practice. Let us enter the silence together. Take a deep breath. And now assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now, say to yourself, I am what I long to be. Let those words settle. Feel the truth of them. Let the joy bubble up from within, not because it's coming, but because it's done. This is the law of assumption. This is your power. When you leave here tonight, the world will tempt you to forget. You will see things that contradict your vision. Pay them no mind. They are echoes of a former state. Remain loyal to your assumption. Let it become your dwelling place. And soon, very soon, the outer will conform to the inner. You are God dreaming. You are Christ awakening. So assume the best. Assume nobly. Assume lovingly. And above all, assume persistently. For as you sow in imagination, so shall you reap in form.